What's up, guys? Dodgers Randy here with your game recap from tonight's 12-6 win over the Colorado Rockies. First off, this team is special. I don't even know what to say about them anymore. Same thing I said last night. They swept the Rockies. That's 5 straight wins. They now move to 8-2. And we're having an incredible season, guys. And then, of course, I had to wear my Bellinger jersey tonight because that man is just killing it out there. He's on his way to an MVP if he can somehow manage to keep up this ridiculous pace he's on. But let's go ahead and jump into this one. Like I said, they swept. It was their first sweep of the series. Great to do it against Colorado, especially in Coors Field. We've seen in the past how bad things can get there and the bullpen can fall apart, but they made it happen, so can't complain. There was a couple kind of rough bullpen appearances in that first game, but as the games went on, they got a lot better. So we got to keep sticking with it, and we'll figure it out as we go. They did send Brock Stewart down. They called up Dennis Santana, so we'll talk a little bit about him a little bit later because he looked great tonight. Coming into the game, the Dodgers led the National League with 22 home runs. In Muncy's home run tonight, and Bellinger hit a home run, of course. Shouldn't surprise anybody. But Muncy's home run, because he hit it first, actually extended the club's record to 10 straight games to start the season. So they're now 8-2. They've hit a home run, well, obviously to start the season. They've hit a home run every game, and that franchise record just keeps growing. I think the ESPN mentioned that 14... I think they said it was the Indians that hit 14 straight in a row back in like 2002. So the way they're playing, you never know. But we're on our way to St. Louis, so that could be a little bit of a tougher one. But they're struggling, so we'll see. This is their best start through 9 games since 2012. Obviously, we're at 10 now, so I'd assume it's still the same thing. But you guys remember last year. April's usually so tough for us that it's amazing that we're starting off like this. Last year we had game 163. We knew that every game. Myself kind of was like, oh, it's just April. It's not a big deal. Oh, it's just May. We'll make up that game later. I'm not like that anymore. Every single game counts. If the team is struggling, that's one thing, but the wins do matter, and I'm happy that they're getting them early because it all matters at the end of the day. So, and you can add another one here. The Dodgers have scored 10 or more runs now in 5 of their 10 games, so they're killing it right now, guys. They're on a roll that we should be very, very excited about. So let's get into pitching tonight with Julio Urías. He struggled a little bit to come into the game, actually quite a lot, but somehow he didn't give up too much, and he found a way to get out of it. In his first start, he didn't walk anyone or give up a run, and he did both those things today. He actually walked, I believe it was 4 guys. No, 3. Yeah, looks like 3. But you know, it's Coors. It's hard there, Coors Field. He's still, I mean, he hasn't pitched a lot since he came back from shoulder surgery, so not stressing on it too much. He did look good as the night went on. He only had 2 strikeouts, which is kind of not normal for him. He's usually big on the strikeouts. There was kind of a weird play that should have ended the inning that he unfortunately ended up giving up an RBI for because the inning did not end. There's a ground ball hit to Seager. Seager tossed it to Kike. Kike had a mental error. Everyone does. He thought there were 2 outs, so he started to jog off the base. There wasn't 2 outs at the time. That was the second out. They got it second. So the runner was safe at first, and a run came across, so that will go against Julio. But that's never going to happen again. Kike will never let that happen again, so I'm not going to stress on it. Kelly came in tonight. He looked really good. I kind of wish they would have only pitched him to the 1 1/3 inning, but he came in with 2 outs, struck the guy out. Same thing in the 5th. He'd given up a single to lead off the inning. However, he did end up ground out, strikeout, ground out to finish out the inning. Looked really good there. When he came in for his second full inning, that's when things kind of got a little bit crazy. I think if the bullpen wasn't so taxed, we wouldn't have seen him in there for as long as he was. But they've had to use so much bullpen pitching in Coors Field the last 2 days that I think Roberts was just trying to get as much out of him as possible. Because coming into the 6th inning, he started off with a strikeout. However, then he ended up going single, wild pitch, single, and that's when they pulled him, and they brought in Ferguson. So Ferguson came in. He kind of struggled a little bit when he came in his 6th inning. He did End up, though, getting some help from Bellinger, because Bellinger's freaking helping everyone out there. The fans, us, our stress levels. He's, like, making this so easy for us, having all these runs scored in the game. And, of course, helping out his pitcher. Ferguson came in, gave up an RBI sac fly. Then he hit a guy. And then there was an RBI single. So, Arenado hit a single to Bellinger, and Bellinger gunned down Story taking third. He was running from first. It was amazing. I mean, he showed off his speed tonight, his arm, his power, just everything. He's a special kid, and I really think, like, what we're seeing this year is the kind of stuff that the Dodgers thought he was capable of, or knew he was capable of the entire time, and he just had his sophomore slump. So he's on a roll. He's almost hitting 500, so hopefully he keeps it up. If he keeps it up, he's winning that NL MVP, and he's taken us all the way, I think, this year. Santana came in. Like I mentioned earlier, Dennis Santana, he did make an appearance last year. It was his MLB debut last year. He actually came in at Coors Field. I'm not sure if you guys remember that. He did get beat up a little bit, gave up 5 earned runs while he was there. But again, Coors Field, first MLB, kind of your MLB debut. It makes a little sense that he struggled. So it's funny that now his second appearance, and he actually hadn't pitched in a game between those 2 appearances, because he ended up having surgery after the after the appearance he came in Coors, and then he hasn't pitched in a game in AAA yet this year, and got his first one today. So he came in, hit a guy, but then he settled in. He struck a guy out, then he gave up a single, got out of it though with a ground out. Rest of the game really good. Had a 1, 2, 3. No, well, he walked a guy in the 8th, but other than that, he took care of him. And then in the 9th inning, struggled just a tiny bit the first couple batters. Well, I guess the one batter, Tapia, dude's fast as hell. He got a triple, then an RBI sac fly, and that was it for the game. And so pitching on top of it today, obviously we would have liked to see a little bit better from Julio, and I personally would have liked to see a little bit better from Kelly, or at least get pulled sooner, because he did look good. I don't want to just kind of forget what he did tonight. He did look good, and I don't really think that's on him. So pitching's picking it up. We didn't have to see Garcia. Stewart's in AAA. So let's just keep hoping things go this way, and we're going to be real good. Offense tonight looked really good. We had everybody reach base except for everybody in the starting lineup reached base by the 3rd inning. Pollock did not reach base at all. He actually had a really struggled a lot today, hit into 2 double plays. And no strikeouts, but the thing is, and same thing with Jock. Jock had a really rough day not rough, I don't want to say that. He didn't strike out, but he walked and had an RBI sac fly, which is good. Can't complain about that. However, the thing with Jock and Pollock is they're not hitting right now they're not getting hits. Let me put it that way. But they are crushing the ball. Like Jock, I think the out he got out today, I think hit the ball at 109 miles per hour. Like they're hitting the ball hard. The problem is they're just not finding the holes. But when the guy's hitting a ball hard, seeing the ball well, eventually that's going to turn around and it's going to start relating into hits, just like it did against Arizona and San Francisco. So I'm not concerned about him, because they kind of pushed us through the first 2 series, but now Turner and Seager, who are struggling, are all of a sudden helping carry the offense along with Bellinger and Muncy. So that's what's so awesome about this lineup from top to bottom. You have 2 guys struggle. You can have 2 or 3 who were struggling step up and now fill in to kind of help out, and it's not a big deal if 2 or 3 guys struggle on this team, because we have so many that can step in and do what they need to do. Turner, he had 2 hits today, looked good out there, made a great play at third base to get, no, it wasn't Arenado, I was thinking about a different play, but he made a really nice play today to end the inning, and I think that was to help Santana out. Corey Seager is starting to really take off now. He had 2 walks, 2 doubles. He's out there running really well, making good plays defensively. You wouldn't even think he had surgery the way he's playing. Tommy John and hip surgery. He hit a ground ball up the middle. He hustled as soon as he got out of the box, made it to first, or made it to second on the ground ball to center field, and he looks good. He doesn't look like he's in any pain when he's playing. He doesn't look like anything's holding him back. He looks 100%, and I'm really excited about that. I do think he'll be sitting either tomorrow, though, or Tuesday, because their plan was, I think, 4 games on, 1 game off, and he has been playing since his first off day last Sunday, I believe it was. So he'll be out, I think, on Monday or Tuesday just to give him a rest. we're winning, so it's not a big deal, I think, to pull him. Everyone else is hitting. Let Taylor get in there and play shortstop. Maybe find a way to get Verdugo in there and keep these bats going. Taylor needs his at-bats. He's going to keep coming in. He does need some right now. We don't want him to get... he's kind of struggling, but he can turn it around, so we'll see what happens with Seager. Bellinger, like I said, dude just is killing it. He had a double. They walked him. He reached on an error. He had an infield single that was friggin' amazing. Like, there was no reason he should have been safe. He hit the ground ball to the first baseman, and he beat the pitcher. The pitcher's step came up a little close, but almost maybe besides Mike Trout, there's probably no one else in baseball. I don't even know if Mike Trout would. But the fact that he ran out of the box full sprint the whole way is why he was safe. He has a special talent. He's a 5-tool player. And then in his last at-bat, he had a solo home run. So he did reach on error, but out of his 5 at-bats tonight, or five plate appearances, he reached all 5 times, and he got it done. Freeze, RBI double, he's coming through again. Then Muncy ended up coming in for him. He had a 2-run home run and a walk. Kike had a sac fly to move the runner to third, and then he also, oh yeah, so Kike, this is a good one. Kike had a sac fly, which then set up Urías for an RBI single. Urías hit the ball really well. Hit it into right field. The ball went under Blackman's glove. Blackman was struggling out there, had like 2 or 3 errors, looked really bad. I think that was the error that Cody reached on. Blackman, the ball hit his glove and just fell out. There's no reason he shouldn't have made the play, but I'm glad he didn't. And Urías got his RBI single, and Barnes was on first and made it all the way home with the ball going under Blackman's glove. So it's, again, every single guy on this team can do it. And when your catcher is scoring from first to home, even on a ball rolling under an outfielder's glove, that's some good stuff right there, top to bottom with this team. But yeah, Barnes had another great day. He had 2 walks, 3 walks. Wow, I didn't even know he's seeing the ball really good right now. RBI single, 3 walks. He scored on a wild pitch. He struck out once, so he friggin' killed it up there too. Everybody. Kelly had a sac bunt. Taylor walked one of the times he was up. Santana hit the ball really hard, and of course Arenado robbed him, but you know what? Our guys are putting it together. They're figuring it out. I'm trusting everything Roberts and the FO front office is doing right now, because they're showing us that they want to win as much as we do. They're not trying to be cheap. That could be ownership, but these guys are in it to win it. They're showing it. They didn't bring in Garcia. Well, I guess he's been pitching the last few nights, but they did everything they needed to tonight. They kept the hot bats in there. They kind of just let things play out and kept it going, and we came out with that 12-6 win and a sweep. But that's it for today's game. Really quickly, for especially the women, because I know MLB.com really sucks about women's jerseys. This is my Bellinger one. I got this one from affordablejerseys.com. If you use my promo code, you get, it's always free shipping, and you'll get $5 off if you use my promo code. So I'll put the link in the description for that. They're the exact same jerseys that come from MLB, but cheaper. So other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. It would mean the world to me, and I will catch you guys tomorrow night when we take on the Cardinals. All right, bye guys.